Hey guys, John and Goat. We're gonna start a fire, make some tacos. 5 a.m. No way is it 5 a.m. It's 5 p.m. Let's see. I don't have a whole lot to prep for tacos. Tacos are pretty easy. I got this nifty lighter to help me not burn myself. Hopefully this isn't gonna be a huge thing though. It would be cool if that would just set off by itself. Try to get it lit over there too. I think the wind's gonna do a lot of the work on this. I put a pan and a plate underneath it just in case it decides to sink down more than it has already. I have a small fire starter brick in there. But I was kind of hoping that the charcoal that I'm using would set itself. And the stick should help. Oh, that's good stuff. Hi, Kristen. I started a fire. And hopefully it has got what it needs to be able to continue without me having to babysit it. Ashes, what is happening, bro? I'm making tacos. Gotta get, I just started this. It's looking like it might be good enough. I've got to get a new one, dude. I've bent the legs on it to the point where I have to put it like a pan underneath it because I'm afraid it's just gonna. It was only 14 bucks at Dollar General. I can get a nicer one, but this was all that I could afford at the time. I started, yeah. I like fire, Kristen. I'm sorry. That's one of the main reasons I got into this thing. Not only do I love to cook, I love fire. Hey, X, how's it going, bro? I don't think I have to worry about this. I'm pretty sure that this is gonna catch all the way around to the point where I can just come out here and stir it up and be able to cook on it. That's getting a little close. Have you seen something in the sky near your base on Dano's SMP? I need you to send me the coordinates on Dano's SMP. I have gotten myself lost coming back from spawn. I use the juniper tree wood out west here. Adds a nice flavor to everything. Oh, I bet that is nice. The limbs that I'm using actually came from this tree. I'm not 100% what kind of tree this is. Check this out. I keep on finding these things that come off of it. Let me see if I can find one. That one's like split open already. Look at that. It's like all spiky. Apparently it's got some kind of good like nuts on the inside of it. Because the squirrels go crazy over these things. There's little pieces of them everywhere. And they're prickly. I don't know how they're getting into them. But I don't even like, I don't even want to pick them up personally. They like, they'll get my fingers. I had to break out my hat. Oh yeah. That's good. I'm not gonna have to mess with that at all. Alright. I've got a few things I want to prep up. Not much. Oh. How's everybody doing? I appreciate it. I've had this sucker for like 10 years. I just haven't had to break it out very often. May have to wear it a little bit. The sun's been beating down a lot. The UV, we've had like some kind of solar flare craziness going on. Like the UV lately is just over the top. And my finger's getting better. You can see it pretty good. I got another lot I can cut on. Add that back, boo-boo my finger. I did it at work. I didn't do it doing this, and it's cool. All right, I'm gonna cook in this. I'm gonna start with this. No, I'm not gonna start with that. Let's start with this. What are you talking about, X? You joined and said 5 a.m. Is it 5 a.m. there? I knew the time zones were nuts. I didn't think they were that bad from here to there. It's like 5 p.m. here, a little after 5. Oh, you thought it was starting at 5 a.m. No, I wouldn't do that to you. I try to get these things started as early as I can. I've got a session with Obi and Van planned to play some Cobblemon after this. We're gonna go really small with these. Pick out there and look at the fire. It looks good. I'm gonna get my small knife out too. We might even cut these in half. Matter of fact, I can even do this. I don't want these to take a very long time to cook, so I'm cutting them up into very tiny pieces. And I don't really want them to be very prominent in the taco meat either. I'm glad that fire is going to take a minute to get ready, because these are going to take a few minutes to cut up. I don't really care how messy it is as long as they're small enough. I've noticed I've put like a whole onion and green pepper in almost everything, or bell pepper in almost everything that I've cooked. It's got me looking at other people's recipes. If you guys have any favorite recipes, I'd like to hear them or see them. Maybe try them. Let's see, do it like that, like that. I'm going to put a little bit of the tomato in this. Let's see if I can do this the same way. Not really. Kinda. Side for a sec. Your baked dinner sweet. What kind of tacos are we making? What's up, Beck? Angel, have you seen my new YouTube shorts? One of my favorite of your streams has several of my favorite streamers. Yeah, I like playing with Obi and Van. I wish I could play with Ty and Cody more, but they're usually playing games that are a little more adult oriented. That's with a lot of my favorite streamers. They're usually playing games that wouldn't necessarily fit real well on my channel. I'd like to play the games with them, but I don't play a lot of games nowadays that I don't post. Like, I started an old, I found something called Pokemon Ultraviolet. And it's like a ROM emulator, but so far I haven't found any differences in it between it and like what I've been playing on Cobblemon. It's legit Pokemon Red for some reason. Alright, fire's doing great. Get the big knife back. Let's cut up this tomato. I don't want to go into super small pieces with this, but I don't want to leave it in huge chunks either, because a lot of it's just going to cook down. Other tomato is going to get cut up and put on fresh with the shredded cheese that I have. along with a tiny portion of this onion. Take a lot more than that to get that core out. I'm making a mess. That should be enough for the toppings that I'm gonna make. I'm just gonna set that to the side. Those are gonna cook down, reduce down big time. And as soon as they get down to the side, well, that's probably enough, honestly. We'll throw some more in there. I don't know. I'm not 100% on how many people I have eating. There's definitely going to be plenty. There we go, all those onions busted up. And we're going to go ahead and set this outside. Because there isn't much to the meat prep process. And cutting up a tomato and a little bit of onion for sprinkling on the top ain't gonna be that big a deal neither. Let's stop blazing cool. What's happening, bro? Cool to see you, man. Oh yeah, I took all the stickers off before the stream started. Let's see. Let's set this here. That is looking amazing. Try this. Set that right on the fire. Now my hands are dirty again. I don't really have to do anything to it besides stir it up. I mean, there's nothing to do until that's done, for real. Yeah, those ferrets were adorable, dude. That was freaking awesome. If you guys haven't seen the video that Lord X posted of all the, there's like 4 or 5, 6 of them. They're just going all over the place, all different color, different size ferrets, just all over the place. It was really cool. You ought to post a lot more stuff like that. So grab the pot holder and the spatula. All right. It's already making noises. I got things to hold the pot with. I got trusty wooden spatula. Yeah, did you get your Discord straightened out? I was gonna ask him the same thing. I thought X's got messed up too there for a minute. Hello, Sean. How are you, sir? Good to see you, dude. I'm cooking tacos on a campfire. I'm on a lot of Discords. Yeah, just send me a friend request. Oh, this is gonna work fast. That's cool. I like that. The only downside is you can't really see down into it. I need to get me another stand, another setup to attach to the canopy, or that I can attach to the canopy. That way I can get more of a downward angle on things. Everybody's here. It's a freaking party now. Well, this is how I start most meals, except for most meals don't have tomatoes. Is the onions and green peppers are on in almost everything, even the things that shouldn't have them. I don't really know how to make a GC. What's a GC? Oh, group chat. Yeah, I mean, we're all on Discord. If you want to talk to us, all you gotta do is shoot us a message on there. Uh, Me and X have been playing on Dano's SMP. I missed a piece of core there. Stop. I think I'm gonna have to make sure that goes away. Unless I use that as, hey, that's a good one. I could probably use the runoff of this as the water that I need to season for the taco seasoning. I just have to make sure there's at least like 3/4 of a cup in there. I think we'll get there. If not, if we don't, I won't have to add much to it because most of it's coming from the tomatoes. And I expected them to cook down to nothing pretty much, along with the onions. Isn't that pretty? I like it when the food's pretty. It makes it food that's pretty is like 1,000 times more easy to plate and present and make it look like it's worth something, you know? That's one of my favorite things about cooking, making food that looks like you paid a whole lot of money for it. And if I didn't share this, I'd end up having tacos for 4 days. Shackle, what's happening, bro? Appreciate you swinging through. I'm making tacos. As soon as this gets a lot less dense than it is, I guess I can transfer it to something else and then brown the meat in this. And then just put this back on top of that. And then put I don't know, I could probably season the meat as soon as it's done browning and then add this back onto it. And then mix it in. Ah. I've got soft taco shells. They're gonna be better than Taco Bell because it's real meat. Look up the food grade quality of Taco Bell. What the meat quality, the quality that is. See you, Blaze On. Have a good one, dude. That's cooking pretty fast. Anything spicier than Taco Bell's plain soft tacos. I don't like spicy either. This is no spice. Like, I got tomato, bell pepper, and onion. And when all that's cooked down, there's not going to be any kind of spice to it. And I've got another tomato and more onion to cut up to sprinkle over the thing, as raw bits. I got messy again. But, cheddar cheese, or it's a 4-cheese blend, like for tacos. And the seasoning that I have is original seasoning. It's not even mild seasoning. It's gonna be better than Taco Bell. All right, let's see. You could just cook the meat and veggies together. I thought about it, but I'm gonna have to drain the meat, right? I don't want the I'm gonna want to drain the meat, even if I want to keep the liquids from this. I'm not gonna want the liquids from that. I'm gonna be hiding in my pumpkin patch. You don't like bell peppers either? They're not hot. Oh, check this out. I got another one. These things are on Temu for like $4. They feel amazing too. They're like super, super thin. I like it. Yeah, goat t-shirt. This is just one of like 6 of them that I've gotten. I guess I've lost a lot of my liquids. It's actually reducing down rather nicely. Let me find something I can put that in for a minute. I just remembered I picked up some queso cheese too. So I've got the queso on top of the 4 cheese blend. Yeah, goat t-shirt. I like it. It's got chili pepper, but it's not hot. Double layered. Are you ready for Halloween? I stay ready for Halloween. Meat. It's $4.99 a pound. It was $5.34. I try to get them as close to a pound as I can. I might need to pour that into something a little more stable. I got a clean pot. I got a clean pot and I rinsed it out for funsies. I could probably just cook the meat in that pot. Having to make things more complicated than they are. Let's see. That's hot. The dog's freaking out now. She knows I brought some meat outside. I've got this sat to the side with a lid on it. That way the flies and whatnot might not be able to get to it. Your crazy horse is outside your base, tied to a fence. Nice. Yard's decorated already? Dang, Jackie. Did you do that? Or did you have somebody else do that? decorating for Halloween, that's like decorating for Christmas. I didn't figure this would take very long. Besides cooking those onions, tomatoes, and bell peppers down, all I'm really doing is browning ground meat, browning ground chuck. Mel did it. Nice. That was very nice of Melanie. Keep on hearing something over there walking around in the woods. It's kind of creepy. It's still daylight, but some really thick woods. It always looks so much more red through the camera. This is where I've got to be careful pushing down on the thing. I've got to get a new drill. Or a fire pit, or I could give me some bricks and make me a nice circle here, but I'd like this setup, and I think I may end up just getting another one of those and just shearing up the legs a lot better than they are. Maybe taking the legs off of this one and sticking it in the ground over there, or right here. That seems like it would be a good idea, you know, just take the legs and the pan off the bottom, dig a small enough hole for it in the ground, you know, have multiple cooking places. Not sure if you've seen my message, but there's a chestnut tree out there. They're really good to eat if you can crack them open. I had one in my yard when I was eating. Oh, it's a chestnut tree. Those crazy looking spiky things are chestnuts. It's freaking gorgeous out here right now, man. It's like sun setting. It's I don't know, high 70s, like maybe 80s. It's nice outside. Yeah. Is there a method of getting to them? You wait till they dry out and just collect them while they're green? Like, you end up with little sores all over your fingers trying to pick them things up. Like, it makes sense that there's something amazing on the inside because it's hard. Like, you don't want to get in there to get them out. Pro tip, if you roast them, make sure you cut a small notch in them. Okay. So, maybe I can just walk over there and hit them with a knife to pick them up and come over here and just scrape them off into my grill and then pull them out before they catch on fire. Like, what am I doing? I use a long knife to get the spiked shell crack open. Okay. And there's another shell inside. That's just seems like a lot of work. That's like cashews. Have you seen cashews? They are so freaking weird. Like, it's a fruit, but this little thing grows on the bottom of them, and that's the cashew. From what I've read and whatnot, it's like an apple, but it doesn't make sense to me that there's so many dang cashews, but there's not a ton of these apples. Like, what are they doing with them all? Have a good one, Shackle. The spike not edible, the inside the chestnut that you notch. Or it pops like popcorn. Oh, sweet. Chestnut popcorn. Is that a thing? Is it good? Chestnut popcorn? It's cooking pretty fast. I'm 40 minutes in. I'm not very far away from being done. I'm gonna wait to get the tortillas ready till like the very last second. I only ate them raw. I mean, they're not very different raw or roasted. It's the apple thing that's weird that I haven't tried. So cool to have ping pong ball size nuts shooting at you. No, it's not. Those suckers are like that. They're like freaking. They're a little bit smaller than a baseball. It's quite a. It's like 2 ping pong balls. And the spiky things make them like give them even more of a, like an appearance to them. I think I've just about cooked all the grease off of this. It's ground chuck, so it's like really lean, and it's about ready. I'm gonna see what I can drain off of it. That's what. Maybe if I come this way, that's what I got. Yeah, it's drained good. Yeah, I got almost all of it out of there. I could probably just go ahead and make the tacos in this. This is nice and cool sitting over here. Or the pan's cool anyway. This is still pretty hot. I'm just debating on whether I should put this in there and then add the seasoning, or if I should add the seasoning and let it sit for a second and then add this. How much of a difference would it make? The meat would be a bit more seasoning apart from this, or I could have the flavor spread across everything evenly. Add all together. I'm gonna add it all together. You think I should put the seasoning on the veggies too? Okay. I'm gonna have to grab a little bit, probably a tiny bit of water to add to this for the seasoning. There it goes. That's got a lot of fluid to it though. I may not have to add any water. Oh, I'll get a tiny bit. Like, very small amount of water. Am I gonna need a knife? Make me use tools. Paper. You didn't want to tear. Get the package all the way open. Let's see. I just need to let that reduce down like a lot. Let it get nice and hot. So I will let that sit there a minute. Oh, that smells amazing. It's the original queso dip. Oh. And drizzle that on it, but you know, when everything's finished and on the plate and put together. Yep. Crafty melt. Plates. This back out. It's not very much space. So it's gonna be a lot more onion than I thought. It's okay though. Got a few big pieces and a few small pieces. It's gonna be a lot of tomato too. So, all I'm gonna do with this is sprinkle them on the top of the tacos. I don't know why my eyes are just now starting to burn. I've already cut so much onion. taco toppings. Alright. The worst part about these videos is having to clean up afterwards. I love putting peppers in everything. Onions and peppers for extra goodness. Yeah, that's the way I made my spaghetti the other day. It had the onions and peppers and mushrooms in it. Alright, so we got these ready. That out there should be ready. We need these. And we're gonna take plate with us. And my dog knows that the food is ready and she's trying to figure out why she don't have any already. Oh, wow. This is done. This is ready. It smells like tacos. And it only takes a tiny bit of this to put one of these tacos together. Oh, that is amazing. Alright, I'm gonna sit this down. Well, you know what? I'm gonna step it inside real quick. Yeah. Step it inside and put a lid on it. Alright, so everything's ready except for the tortillas. And that just takes throwing them on the grill for a few seconds and flipping them, and that's it. It's one of my favorite parts though. I love the smell of it. Yeah, the dogs always know when the food's ready. And I'm not, like, when I'm in the right situations, I tend to be a messy eater on purpose, and she loves me for it. Alright. There's 10 of these things in here. And they're actually, wow, they're not all jam-packed stuck together. That's cool. Let's put this one over here, and this one over here, and this one over here. Get that plate. It's got some hot spots. I'm gonna have to watch them just a little bit unless I want to burn them. But I'm gonna heat up like, it's like 6 of these. Oh, they smell amazing. They've got kind of like a raw quality to them before you do this. It feels like there's more than 10 in there, huh? This is right though. Oh. We're almost ready. We're fixing to plate these things. Nice and toasted. Alright. We got this. It's cooled cold. We're not gonna put very much on there, so it's gonna heat up that way. And we can use a spoon. Plate. Yeah. I try to do two of them at once. Let's see. I didn't dirty this up, but I guess I will for this. It doesn't take much to put one of these together. There's so much in this pot that you can make a ton of these things. Yeah, it's food. Chill out for a second. Did you hear that? That was wild. Hey, what's happening, bro? Making tacos. We got some of the tomatoes. A little bit of onion. We go in with a little bit of this cheese. Make a mess. And finish it off with a tiny bit of this. If I can get some off of the spoon. Yeah, queso cheese. Yeah, buddy. I got some on my fingers. Alright. Let's scoop that up. Yeah, buddy. I've made enough to make 6 of these things, and that would be enough to feed anybody one good time. Yeah, just missing some black olives. I thought about it, and I almost picked up some beans too. Like, this close. The budget's really tight right now, though. Like, tighter than it should be. But I appreciate you guys. I should be back on within the hour with Van and Obi playing some Cobblemon. I appreciate you guys. Y'all are amazing. Thanks for coming by. Until next time, John the Goat. Goat for hire. Don't forget to aspire to inspire until you expire. Till next time.